Chief host, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Alhaji Muhammad Musa Bello, Your Excellency, the ambassadors here present, the President of the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Prince Ali Otunba Niyi, the First Deputy President, Alhaji Dr. Abubakar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be part of the opening ceremony of the 15th Abuja International Trade Fair. As is the usual custom, the International Trade Fair event has been a platform for sharing trade and investment opportunities, as well as fostering business relationships. Firstly, I would like to express my appreciation to the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry for persistently supporting and promoting trade and commerce in Nigeria. This underscores its commitment towards ensuring the growth and development of industrial and trade activities during this auspicious time for the economy. As you know, trade and commerce play a significant role in the economic growth of the nation, whilst building wealth and improving foreign reserves. It is central to ending poverty in the country, raising the standard of living, accelerating economic growth, and improving productivity, which is one of the key drivers of GDP growth and, of course, employment creation. This event is coming at a time that mankind is struggling to overcome the economic and social crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has massively impacted activities and the economy as a whole. Despite its impact, our administration has noted the opportunities inherent in such challenging times. The launching of the 2.3 trillion naira economic sustainability plan in March 2020 further underscores the commitment from the federal government to enhance local production, support businesses, retain and create jobs, as well as provide succor to fellow Nigerians, especially the most vulnerable in our society. Alongside interventions in critical areas, the Economic Sustainability Plan has also prioritized the micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, a segment that accounts for 50% of our GDP, constitutes about 96% of registered businesses, and employs about 70% of the labor force. The importance of this segment to trade and commercial activities is immense. Therefore, you will all agree with me that it is important to provide the necessary support to this segment so as to enable them respond to the impact of COVID-19. Let me speak briefly about the initiatives for MSMEs, namely the 60 billion naira MSME Survival Fund and the 15 billion naira MSME Guaranteed Offtake Scheme. The Survival Fund is supporting vulnerable micro, small and medium enterprises in meeting their payroll obligations and safeguarding jobs in MSMEs from the shock of the COVID-19 pandemic. The scheme is designed to save at least 1.3 million jobs across the country, targeting an average of 35,000 individuals per state. The Guaranteed Offtake Scheme is specifically targeted at micro and small businesses and will save about 300,000 jobs and at least 100,000 MSMEs by guaranteeing offtake of priority products. In addition, 250,000 new business names are to be registered by the Corporate Affairs Commission, but at zero cost to MSMEs, while 330,000 transport workers and artisans will get one-time grants. At the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment initiated a responsive approach by creating an emergency operations center, which facilitated availability and movement of food items, pharmaceutical and other essential products across the geopolitical zones, and assisted over 100 companies to boost the production of personal protective equipment, hand sanitizers, face masks, and ventilators during the lockdown. All these are in line with the strategic vision of President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, of lifting 100 million people out of poverty over the next 10 years. And the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment positioned as a crucial agency for the attainment of that vision. To boost our trade activities and prospects, we must support locally manufactured goods. It is in this regard our government signed the Executive Order 003 in 2017, and several campaigns have been launched to create necessary awareness and momentum. We continue to take specific steps to improve implementation of this laudable policy. Again, you will agree with me. This will, among other things, enable us to create employment for a large and growing population, diversify the economy from a relatively narrow base, build industrial capacity and trade competitiveness, as well as improve the management of our foreign exchange reserve to alleviate the economy's vulnerability to changes in crude oil prices. Once again, I want to use this medium to call on collaboration from various government agencies in this regard. The recent approval by the Federal Executive Council to ratify the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement depicts the prospects for trading activities beyond our borders. As you may be aware, implementation is set to commence on the 1st of January 2021, and this is expected to create a single continental market for goods and services, free movement of business persons and investments, and to expand intra-African trade. On a related note, the potential selection of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala as the new Director General of the World Trade Organization portends a remarkable achievement for our nation and projects significant opportunities accordingly. Once again, I want to extend my appreciation to the members of the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry for their consistent coordination of such an event annually. I also want to implore all of us to observe all the necessary safety protocols and compliance with COVID-19 guidelines. I thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.